Well, Erich Pratt here with Gun Owners of America, and it is always a pleasure to be with you, Congressman Clyde, from the state of Georgia. You know, there are a lot of folks who are fighting for Second Amendment rights, but when I think of Second Amendment champions, and I'm not just saying this, you are truly at the top of the heap. You have been fighting for our rights so hard. I mean, even neglecting not going home and staying back here in Washington to fight and redraft things. I just want to tell you, Gun Owners of America and our members really appreciate what you do and what you've been doing. And, you know, for us, obviously, we're all engaged with, are we going to get suppressors out of the NFA? Are we going to get short-barreled rifles out of the NFA? Where are we at with that? Are we going to win this?
Well, Eric, it's great to be with you. Great to be with Gun Owners. You guys are a phenomenal organization.
Thank you.
Really, I think you're at the tip of the spear when it comes to driving legislation to not just protect our Second Amendment rights, but to restore our Second Amendment rights. And that's what I told the people when I first ran for office. I don't just want to protect them, I want to restore them. And part of that is taking down the taxation of a constitutional right. You know, since 1934, our constitutional rights, our Second Amendment rights, have been taxed through the National Firearms Act. Think about that. You know, suppressors, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, AOWs, etc., have been taxed with this draconian $200 tax. In 1934, a suppressor cost $6.50. But yet, when you add a $200 tax onto it, it means that nobody then, that's basically the equivalent of $5,000 today. So, you know, if today you add a $5,000 tax onto a couple of $100 suppressor, nobody would be able to buy it. And so it eliminated suppressors in the market for half a century or more. And that's what we're fighting to change right now. This opportunity right now, budget reconciliation, where where we need no Democrats to vote for it whatsoever. It's purely a partisan bill. You know, the filibuster is bypassed in the Senate, so we don't need those 7 Democrat senators to weigh in and say yes to a vote on the Senate floor. We can do it with only Republican votes. And if we cannot, you know, restore some of our Second Amendment rights in this moment, then I think that it will never happen. So that's why I'm fighting so hard to make sure that it does happen. Now, what I can tell you about the bill so far is that the $200 transfer tax on silencers is in the bill to be eliminated. All right, that's phenomenal. But the making tax is still there. So we have
and the registration.
And the registration is still there too, because really the taxation and the registration go hand in hand. If you don't, the registration database is truly a registration of the tax. That's the way they got around it, okay? So if you don't have a tax, there's no foundation for registration. So both should go away. So I've been working very, very diligently over, as you said, through the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, since we kind of put the bill and budget on hold, and that was one of the reasons that we put the bill and budget on hold, and it was one of the reasons why I voted present, all right, to signal that, hey, there's still issues with this bill that need to be addressed. We moved it forward because I want it to go forward. This is our opportunity. If the bill doesn't pass, we'll lose our opportunity to gain back some of those Second Amendment rights. But within what I hope to be, or what I hope comes out of the manager's amendment, what we've been negotiating is to eliminate the making tax and to eliminate the registry, all right, for suppressors. But I want to go beyond that. I want to do short barrels as well and AOWs, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns. You know, you've got the pistol brace issue. ATF has, you know, they said it was okay in 2012. Then they reversed course in 2015, and then reversed course again in 2017. And now in 2022 or 2023, they reversed course again. So there has been no consistency with ATF on pistol braces. And now they're saying that if you have a pistol with a brace on it and it's not registered in the NFA, then it is an illegal, unregistered short-barreled rifle. So we need to get rid of the category of short-barreled rifles and take that off the National Firearms Act. Short-barreled shotguns as well, because it's the same issue, pistol brace on both, all right? And so that's what I'm working very diligently to do.
So are you a glass half full or half empty? Are you optimistic that we're going to win this on the reconciliation bill, thereby bypassing the Senate filibuster?
I'm a glass half full guy. All right, I believe that I'm the eternal optimist. You know, I will not give up until, you know, the final vote on the floor says that we're not going to win, but I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe on the final vote on the floor, we will win, all right, and we will have suppressors in there, the full restoration of suppressors. I don't know about short barrels, but I'm not going to give up.
What about the House leadership? Are they pushing for the short barrels?
Leadership agrees with me. They say they will go as far as 218 members can get, all right? I'm pushing them to push a little harder. And that, you know, if people call their members of Congress, I think that's very important. Call leadership as well. You can call the speaker, call the leader, all right, and say, hey, we need to eliminate the taxation on short barrels and suppressors, both. And it does make a difference.
Well, our members will do that. You know, you hear what needs to be done. Yes, call your representative. That's important.
That is very important. It is very important.
But also calling the leadership. And I would say this, you know, if you, let's say you have a Democrat as your representative, instead of calling that Democrat, maybe make that call to the leadership instead, the House leadership. We will be putting out an email alert that has the leadership numbers, but the general number 202-224-3121 or 202-225-3121. You can ask for a leadership house or your representative. But it's really important that they hear these calls. Is there any final thing, just as we're closing, anything you want to say to the members of Gun Owners of America, just in terms of encouragement?
Sure, absolutely. Don't give up. Never, ever, ever give up. Keep the pressure on, keep pressing on, making those phone calls, contacting your members of Congress, and encouraging them to ensure that short barrels are included in budget reconciliation. It does make a difference.
Fantastic. Again, thank you so much
Eric,
for meeting. Thank you for speaking to our members.
Thank you for Gun Owners of America.
Thank you. And thank you for all that you are doing. It is truly noticed and appreciated.
Thanks.